Right, well, hi folks. Here we've got the WOLFANG GA100 action camera. As you can see, it comes with a whole load of accessories. It's under £50, which is very cheap, and for that you're getting a wrist remote, which can be a £10 extra on some cameras. You're getting an external mic, which also can be a £10 extra with some action cameras. You're getting 2 batteries, which is obviously going to double your recording time. So you're getting 2 backs. You're getting one that looks like a ventilated back so they don't steam up in the winter when you're using these things, because these action cameras do have a tendency to steam up. I noticed too, you've got what they call a skeleton case with a clip that holds that onto a jacket or on the rucksack or something, which means if you want to use things like an external mic, you're going to have to plug it in, and you can't do it when it's in the case. So that's handy. You've got these various brackets so that you can attach to a helmet or skateboard or whatever with different brackets. You've got a handlebar mount. You've got the strap for the wrist remote, stop start video, user manual. Always worth reading the manual. So plenty of extras. I'm going to get out of the case here, put it on charge. So now they claim 4K. I've no doubt for sub £50 it's going to be interpolated, in other words not native 4K. It doesn't want to come out of the case. Come on, that's it, give it a tap. Right, well, the case looks nicely made. I mean, you're getting a lot here for your money basically. Camera looks okay, plastic case. First thing to do is slip in a battery. A little clip here, fingernail job if I can do it. Just like that, easy as that. Right, battery. If you've never seen these things before, if you look inside the case you'll see there's 3 little tags, and there are 3 little slots in the battery, so obviously the battery goes in that way, slides in. Let's see if it's got any charge. Probably takes a good hour or 2 to charge, and I expect the charging light will come on. Not touchscreen. Anyway, I'll stick it on charge as I say, and then we'll come back, look at some clips, and then we'll take a closer look at the camera. It's got a Wi-Fi app so that you can stop start it with your phone and check out your videos. But anyway, we'll come on to that in a bit. I'm going to get it on charge as I say, and then we look at some clips. Don't go away. Yeah, as I thought, when it's charging you've got a little red light on there. No doubt once that goes out it's charged. Right, well, leaping ahead, here are my test clips. Now it's got all kinds of features. It's got slow motion, time lapse, it will record 1080-60, 1080-30. It's got EIS, that's gyro stabilisation, which is pretty essential in a camera, but note that the EIS only works up to 2.7K. Right, well, enough of that though. So here are the test clips, some video I shot down at the seaside, and then there's some dash cam footage. Well, here's a bit of seaside, 1080-60, and this is just walking along with it with the EIS on 1080-60, just to show you the colours on these beach huts. Some lovely vibrant colours, to see how the colours perform on this. Right, well, it's Paynton Harbour and the tide's in. As you can see, boats are floating. This is 1080-60 frames a second. Quite a nice test of definition, because you've got rigging on the boats, you've got stuff off in the distance there. That's kind of the edge of Torquay over there. Right, well, the previous audio was audio direct to the camera. This is audio with the external mic. So let's pretend we're walking along and doing some vlogging, which is supposedly quite popular nowadays. So I don't know what the sound quality is like. Looks like quite a tiny little microphone. It's just clipped onto my lapel at the moment. So there you go, another view of the harbour. Let's try another vlogging test just in case that's not working. Because there was one occasion I plugged in the mic and nothing happened, so not sure if it's a bad connection. Maybe I was unlucky. So there's another look at the bay. A couple of years ago, in the height of COVID, there was something like 6 or 7 cruise ships anchored in this bay. Pleased to say there aren't any now. And it's July, sunny day, and looking good. So this is 4K 30 frames a second. Quite a nice test shot as it's got nice colour and goes way off into the distance. So good for testing resolution. And this is back to 1080-60 with the EIS turned on. Audio to the camera. Let's have a little walk down onto the beach. So that's the end of the seaside clips. They're not going to stop me. Well, this is audio from the camera, but let's go down to the seaside. You can see the sea in the distance there, and I think it'd make a pretty good dash cam. This, it's got features like loop recording, and you can set it so that it will start recording as soon as you apply the power. And this is 1080-60 resolution with the gyro stabilization, I can't say the word, EIS is turned on. So there's the sea. Okay, so that was the test clips. Let's take a quick look at the operation of this, the basics and some of the settings. Can't go into them all because there are so many, but basically if you just leave things on auto or default settings, you should be okay. You might want to go in and turn the EIS on. I'll see if I can show you how to do that. But basic operation is to fire it up. It's long press of the power stroke mode button on the front. Plays a little tune. And it comes up then with, or it comes up for me with please insert TF card again. Now when I was out shooting my test clips it kept doing that, which was a bit of a pain. Must be some kind of firmware bug. So I had to pop the card out. I've accidentally pressed the up button and turned the Wi-Fi on. So I had to pop the card out and pop it back in, and then it gives you a message. TF card is initializing. Done. Right, so then it's ready to shoot some video. Just to tell you basically what's on the screen here at the moment, it's saying I'm in video mode, 1080-60, E means EIS is on, the Wi-Fi is turned off, it's got a card in, I've got date and time there, I've got 5 hours recording time on that card, and audio is on. Now you can go into audio, you can go into settings, that's the screen timed out. You can go into settings and turn the audio off, so make sure that's turned on or you won't get any audio. Anyway, and that's the battery state there. So press the shutter. You've got blue light flashing there, you've got a countdown there, flashing red. Blue light's very handy for you to see when you're out in the sunshine that it's actually recording. Nothing on the front to show you that it's recording, which is a bit of a shame. Press again. Stops recording, and to turn off, long press of the button. All the lights go out. So I'll turn it back on, long press, played the tune, please insert TF card again. Otherwise, interesting, I don't know why it's got the message up, because it's first time it happened it wouldn't start recording. Anyway, for some reason it's popping up with that, some kind of bug. Let's see what other controls you've got on here. You've got an up down button. Now the up one, short press, turns the Wi-Fi on for the Wi-Fi app. The down one, what does it do? I've read the manual, but there's so much in there to do. Down one, that's very important, turns the audio on and off. You see, that's got a little stripe through it, so be careful of accidentally turning the audio off. On the front I mentioned power and mode. On this end you've got micro USB for charging and for downloading your files, or of course you can put the card in a card reader. You've got an HDMI out, so if you've got a suitable lead you could plug the output into the TV or something. You've got a socket there for the external mic. I mentioned card max 64 gig. On the back you've got screen. I should peel that off. Couple of lights there, that's the charging light, that's the operating light. On the top you've got another little LED there, which I think probably comes on, we'll see when I turn the Wi-Fi on or when I'm connected. Now the button on the front marked mode has actually got more functions. The screen's timed out again. Short press of the shutter on the top and it will come back on. Now if I short press the front button, I can change it to camera mode. Press again, I can change it to playback mode and scroll through using the up down buttons and the shutter to playback. Press again, that was playback photos, and obviously there aren't any in there. And now we get into the settings menu. Now it takes a bit of getting used to this. It's not a touch screen, which is a shame, but then for under £50 you're not going to get camera with a wrist remote and a mic and all the other stuff. So it's a question of pressing the buttons. So first one up there, it opens up when you've got two separate menus. How it keeps timing out. You can change that in the settings. You've got along the bottom here video, camera and other icons. If I short press the button again, I'm scrolling through photo settings, general settings, volume, beep on and off, exposure and so on. If you just leave things on default it's fine. Press again, language, car mode, power off, 5 minutes, so that's auto power down. Can't go through all the settings, it would end up a 30-minute video. Press again, you've got that, which is return. Press the shutter to exit, so that takes you out of that menu. Now I'll come back into it just to show you, for example, how to change resolution. Short press again, camera, short press again, play, short press again, playback, video resolution. Now if I press the shutter, you can see the various resolutions here. 4K 30, 2.7K 30, 1080 60, 1080 30, 720, 120. You can see why I can't go through everything. Now using the buttons on the side you can scroll through these. So I changed it to, shall we say, 4K 30. Press the shutter and now press the front button again to scroll through to the return. Press the shutter to exit. And I've changed it to 4K 30. Yeah, I think EIS is still on. I better show you how to change the EIS just in case, because that's probably one of the most important things. How many clicks through there? Video resolution. EIS, there it is. Come down to EIS, it's actually turned off. Turn it on with the side buttons, press the shutter. Video 2.7. It looks to me like EIS doesn't work at 4K, it works at 2.7 because it's automatically gone down to 2.7. So again, press the front button to scroll through that lower menu to return, and I'm at 2.7, 30 frames a second with EIS on. That pretty much covers that. So let's take a look at the Wi-Fi app. First off, it's a question of going into the iOS iTunes store or whatever it's called, or Android Play Store, and looking for Live DV. Short press of the button on the top turns on the Wi-Fi. Connect the camera. So go into your Wi-Fi. Obviously first time you need to put in the password, which is 12345678. Connect the camera. There we are. It's connected. I must admit, very little lag. As you can see here, you can start video. Ping. Light is flashing on there. Stop the video. Bing. Swipe that across. Which way do I swipe? I'm not sure. Oh, it's touch it. Okay, touch. God, it sounds like someone strangling a cat. Take a picture. You can go into settings. You've got a few settings there. You haven't got as many as on the camera, but you've got the basic ones. Resolution. Probably easier actually than going through and pressing those buttons. Resolution, white balance, just leave it at auto. Exposure value, format the card. Just got the important ones there. But you've also got playback photos, playback videos, which means you can either, if you were out somewhere doing an action sport, you could either go through them while you were by the side of a river or whatever you were doing, whatever sport you're doing, or you can download them to your phone, or you can just go through and delete them. So pretty useful. Range is probably about 10 meters or so. To come out of the Wi-Fi, long press the top button, long press the Wi-Fi button, or is it short press? Short press. Okay, short press. If in doubt, experiment. Although the book is pretty much covers things very well. It's well written, and with a bit of combination of experimenting a bit, you'll soon get to use it. I think that pretty much covers the Wi-Fi app. Let's take a quick look at the wrist remote now. Battery is already installed and you don't need to pair it. Water resistant, not waterproof. Obviously you've got a Velcro strap there, which I've not bothered to put on. Two buttons. Red one, it's got a picture of a camera. The grey one is a picture of video camera. So press the video button. As you can see, no noise, but blue light is flashing, it's recording. Press again, it stops. Or press the camera button. Switch to camera. Doesn't actually make a noise, so you don't really know if it's taking a still, but if you watch the countdown here, you can see it's gone down from 13:38 to 13:37, so it is working. Shame it doesn't make a noise, but you can't have everything. Range is probably about 10 meters, much the same as the Wi-Fi app. So that's it. That's pretty much all I can tell you about this camera. In summary, good price, big range of accessories, including the wrist remote and the external mic. Not the easiest of operating systems, but you get used to it. And if in doubt, check the manual. But that's pretty much all I can tell you. If you've enjoyed this, please give the video a like. And why not subscribe and check out some of the other videos on my channel. There's lots to keep you busy on a wet day, ranging from radio controlled models, drones, paragliding, paramotoring, sailing, to wildlife and other stuff. Check it out. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I will catch you all again soon, and happy shooting. Bye for now.